And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will have the opening possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
Some people just have an knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Georgia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's stolen. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout.
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Looking for the end zone. And he watches it for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, to get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenge, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to be a lot better running the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll try the run.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll run it again. And some room to work. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level, they get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying to get the corner. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you.
Touchdown, gone! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on the short.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On third down, he drops the throw. Just trying to drop a little further in there, and it's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Got room at the 35. They ripped on big one, and they'll get it down to the 27.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches.
There we go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they kick it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have very little success. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Under fire. Grab through the middle. It's man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. Open field on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out in the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Catch in the middle. It's good. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air.
Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense, ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and we saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to pass. Got a man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Hauls it in. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an
He's got it inside the 15. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Greaves. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up for the PAT. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Looking for blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Sims. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 33.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So 1st down will open up the final period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Still looking, on the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
The plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's man. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Volunteers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Took a shot as he threw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and
He's got some space.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you've got to lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
He's going to the goal line. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Green 25.
Trying to punch it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in line.
That's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just ran him over. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
He's got it on the right. Boom. Fights off the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. And I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and